Right here, guys. Okay, we're back. Okay, I need to stop saying right here, but there we are. You can see the engine is all done and dusted. Yes, we've got the exhaust stacks on there. I did actually learn that when you could have put the stacks on first. You could have done like, and then these little what you call bars are glued to the top wing, and they help with the stability of the actual aircraft, which is actually really nice. I didn't really think of that, but there we are. You can see how big this aircraft is. It doesn't really fit into the camera frame. I need a bigger tripod for it to actually fit down. But yes, you can see in the light there, all the fabric work is coming through, all nice and done. Okay, so obviously you can tell that I've done the exhaust whilst I've been away. They were painted up. Let me zoom you guys in. Better detail on there. You can see that they were firstly, see if we get to side angle here. You can see they were painted up in a metallic grey to start off with, and then I basically touched it up with a bit of black, pretty much just to make the exhaust smoke across the top. Now, one of the things we do have to do now is what I went ahead and did is basically do this part. I believe this is the air intake. I believe that's what it is anyway. It doesn't actually tell me what it is. I don't know, but either way, it's got some car parts that just fits onto top, a bit like an air intake for your cylinders to your carburetors. Right, okay. I'm just going to see. That's glued into there, I hope. I hope that's actually how it goes on. So I just need to take out a shot just to see if that is all level and done. Let's have a look. Yeah, apparently that's how it all goes on. It does look a bit of a clumsy thing just sat there, I will admit, not gonna lie. Yes, apparently that is the engine cover on. So what I'm going to do is take hair off that model to start off with. I'm going to put, there you go, that's better. So I wasn't covering the actual cowlings up. Just put a bit of glue on the ends of here to start off with. Be a quick setting glue. Like I said, I do need some more of this stuff. I've been using quite a fair bit. Like so. I just need to take off the camera just to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should stay on for now, just to see how it ends up. But there we go. It does look a bit of a clumsy thing, guys, I'm not going to admit. But if they were built like that, then so be it. Okay, so another thing I do want to say, you can just see underneath there, it's kind of difficult to see on this wing. There we go, if I can actually... Right, I don't know what happened there, the camera just cut out pretty much. I had to recharge my battery, it kind of drained out. Okay, so as I was saying, well, what I was going to say, if you can see here, all the engine is pretty much done. I've actually pressed that down and glued it in now. Also, if you can just see, to refocus this, sorry, try not to break anything at the same time. There you go. You can see that the Vickers gun is just sat right in there. It looks absolutely beautiful, guys, I have to admit. I also did some weathering on the covers around the fuel tank and around the engine compartments there. I do need to paint these some bottom exhausts that come out of the bottom of the sump there. Actually, they connect to the exhaust just there. So I need to paint them in silver and then do some dry brush and get a bit of stains from them. So the wheels look really great painted. Because, yeah, I have to say, guys, I'm loving this project. I think Wingnut Wings gets a really good thumbs up from me. And if I just refocus you again, you can see, if I can just turn it around ever so slightly, without breaking anything. Also, all the detail just inside all the compartments in there. I've also added, I don't know if you can see, no, you can't see it from here, it's going to be kind of difficult. Nope, it won't show you guys at all. Oh, actually, just leave there, you can see all the detail come through. It also does matter when you drill the holes into the front of the engine cowling just there. Just goes all that nice extra detail. See if I can show you guys. Oh, actually, can I? There you go. Just in shot, you can see I've added the oldest sight. Not very focused well. There you go. You just barely see it. Just there. I've added the sight into there. And that is it, really, guys. Right, I'm going to go away. I'm going to do some extra work. Probably. I'm not sure what's. Okay, focus on that one, don't you? I'm going to go away and do some extra work on the project. I'm just trying to think what else there is next to do. I might do some additional parts, I might give it another varnish over the top, just to seal everything in, and then pretty much we will get cracking. The last little bits, this white rigging is going to take quite a while. I think I might go ahead and make a start on that. I need to put the windscreen in place, the actual gun sight. I've got actually, just underneath this wing here, there's actually a bomb aim sight. That needs to go in. Apart from that, that is it. That'll be all done for the main parts. So I think I might go away and do that. It's just literally just adding all the tiny little parts now. And then we'll get all the rigging done and they'll see where we go from there then. Okay, so after countless times of trying to get this top wing to settle, yes, it's actually done now. Oh dear me, excuse me guys. Right, I'm just going to go through with you what's been going on. Really, I've done a few things here and there pretty much while I've had the time. Okay, so the first thing you can just see on the back here, I don't know if you can just see. Let me just have a look. Yeah, can just see if I zoom you in again. You're not really focused, are you? There you go. We've started pretty much doing all the control surfaces on the tail there. I think you just see in the light. Pretty much also the huge one going to the back. Sorry, quite fiddly just to hold this up and just. There we go. Right, so you can see there, that's our control surfaces to the elevator at the back. It runs all the way down to there. It's hooked up. I just need to do the underside one. Pretty much. Oh, that's a bit, sorry. Just delicate even holding this bit up. Okay. Okay, so just going to talk to you about what I've used. I've used Uchi van der Rossen's line. I've used the which stuff is it? The standard fine one. This is the 005 one. I've used that one just there, and I've also a very little technique. If you can see, we've got. I'm still not sure whether to use turnbuckles or not, but there's these parts here. I think these are parts of the turnbuckles or something like that. I'm not too sure. Now, a little technique I learned from another fellow modeller, I'm not going to lie. Watch his build on the Eindecker, the Fokker Eindecker. And one of the tricks he used was with old cotton buds, like this one, if you obviously, you know, you do stretch sprue, you pretty much get a lighter and you burn the middle part, you stretch it. If you do it to a certain length, it gives out a hollow end, not too fine, but not too thick at the same time. It gives off a hollow centre, and that is what I've used for that. So it looks really neat actually. It does look the part. I've basically, I don't know if you noticed on the wings, the 4 struts pretty much. Obviously you got 2 either end and 2 in the middle. I put the EZ line to those because they don't require turnbuckles. Now, I'm not sure whether to still go ahead with the idea or not of doing them, because it's going to be an absolute faff. It will look nice when it's done, but it's an absolute ball ache to do. But again, it's going to look nice when it's done. So there we go. What do I do? Well, excuse me, I went out and drink this morning. So that's that. Right, what I'm going to do also is I'm going to show you the underside. Just now, if I can just turn on its edge. Let's top like that. As you can see, we've got some Cooper bombs underneath. Let me just focus you in again. Bloody camera. Got some Cooper bombs underneath there. Now, this RE.8 didn't have those ones on the wings apparently. It did have the rack in the middle, but they were fitted with these ones instead of the other one. To be honest, obviously you will get some rivet counters probably saying, you know, well, that's not real. Well, to be honest, it's my model and I'd like to basically put them all on. So here's one, 2 I made earlier, and here's one just there. And that fits on. There's tiny little slots which they just rest and sit in. So if I just bring it back a second. There you go, that is spot on centre. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some quick setting glue. I've just nudged it. Okay, that's the first 2 done. I'm actually not, don't be shy with this as well guys, because do remember these are holding these ones up. I am going to do some weathering to the actual bombs themselves. Pretty much you'll never, well, you'll only see some Cooper bombs if they're actually in a museum or something like that. But the real ones were actually just, well, they weren't even painted that bright of a yellow. They were pretty much just hastily made and given a quick paint over. So what I'm going to do is, once I've done this and they're all in the slot, like just there, I'm going to get some, what's it called now? Packaging surfaces, this bit. I can't figure the name, help me out. I'm just going to dab across the top some metal colour, and then just try to think what else there is to do after that. Yeah, just basically paint the detonation parts in the very end, and that will be that for the Cooper bombs. Just going to see if that's actually stuck on, which it has. There you go. That is now all ornamented. Okay, so along with the rigging, I've still got to do, let's have a look, I've still got to do the prop. The engine covers are just here. I don't think you guys are in focus either. Just the engine covers are just there, which you just saw. Let's try to think what else I need to do. Obviously the main ornament at the back, I'm going to do the single machine gun at the back. I'm just having a think. I think once that's done, the gun is on, and all that rigging is done. Obviously I need to do the prop as well. I think, and I believe that will be the project done. So I can see the engine in sight already, so there we go. Right, I'm going to crack on with the rest of this rigging now. I shall see you guys in a second. Hello guys, right. Yeah, we are pretty much done now, to tell you the truth guys. The the project has actually been quite challenging recently, and this is why it's not being done on camera. Basically, I did all the rigging off camera. From what you saw from the last video, we did the back of the tail here. Oh, that's right, there's an aerial sat right underneath. Move that to the side there. I think you guys are in focus. Are you? Let's have a look. Yeah, you are. Sorry about that. Right, as I was saying, all the rigging pretty much was done off camera. That was all completed. Quite fiddly, but it's taken at least a couple of hours work to get all that done. Excuse me, I've fucking my throat. It's 90% done. There's only like a couple of cables here and there I have left to do, but they're not like quite obvious, if you get what I mean. They're like kind of not shown, but there we go. But yeah, that's about it. The rigging, like I just said, it's all done. I used only the burnt cotton buds on the ends. They were supposed to be done like that. And that's really about it. I didn't bother using turnbuckles in the end because I just didn't want to bother, to tell the truth. It's tiny little details, fair enough, but yeah. Another thing I did, as you can see, the prop on the front, that was done using the oils pretty much. Put a varnish over the top after a while to dry. That was quite challenging really, because I did all that. The varnish didn't dry properly because obviously the paint was still wet. And well, it's oil, so it's going to take a while to dry. So I painted the clear yellow over the top just to get that varnish through. That finally did dry, and I put another layer of varnish over the top, and then I masked it up and painted the tips with the grey colour. Now I was going to record putting this on, but the fit is so tight around this peg onto the engine that it's absolutely tight as hell. That's not coming off. I don't want to risk it getting off. It turns like a proper propeller, but it's so tight on there. I have even glued it on, to tell the truth, guys. It's just so tight on there. So that was that. The canopy, that was pretty much simple. It's just hiding in there. Not sure if you can see. But there's a canopy just sat in there. That was painted using Rivel Aqua Colours, the silver. And also we have the, let's have a look, the harnesses. They're just slung over the side. I don't really want it to show, obviously, in the middle. I just wanted to show them flung over the side because, you know, it's going to be used quite a bit. So yeah, it would nicely put their harnesses back in place. Very quickly, I'll show you on the underside. All the Cooper bombs are in place. There is, just put a bit of glue on the underside of this. There has been some, not titanium, but like a, what do you call it, a metal paint colour. I think it was natural metal grey, I think it was. I basically sponged over the top just to give that the worn effect, because, you know, let's face it, when was a bomb paint actually really important? Let's put it that way. I was going to put some oil streaks down the side, and that was done. I was going to need to do that. That needs to be done by using smoke effects and dilute it with a different colour. Just need to touch up the tips on the end of here, and that is really it. So what I'm going to do now is we have the engine covers, but I'm still undecided whether to attach them one onto the side and the other side off, or leave them both off. I'm not too sure. But one thing we are going to do right now, quite simple, last tiny little piece on this aircraft, is the rear gunner just sat there. Now what I really do like about this, I put it all together, and if you look, it actually twists and moves just like the real thing used to as well. So I've got an idea how to display it. Normally gunners are at the back, something like that. I like to put mine to the side, just like that. So it just shows that's parked up and the gunner's put it to a side. Your car just slots down, just try not to break it as well. There you go, right. Turret ring is sat in place like that, that's just gone in, no problem. Now the gunner, I could either have it up in the closed position like so, like that, or I could have it in the stowed away position, which you see on the very first beginning of these videos, in this position like that. I think it does look nice and interesting in that way. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like that, to tell the truth, guys. And that, as you can see, couple of things I need to point about. The photo etch is actually quite sturdy. That's the sturdiest photo etch I've ever seen. The gun is all plastic, apart from on top of the drum mag there's a carrier holder, or leather strap I should say. That's not actually moulded on, that is actually left off. But what I did, I got some masking tape, cut it off, glued it on and then painted it up. As simple as that. And also underneath it does actually show the rounds and the bullets and the cartridges inside the drum mag. So I painted them brass just to give it a nice effect in case anyone has a look which position I put it in. But as I say, guys, that is the RE.8 completed. That is my first Wingnut Wings build ever. And obviously, as you know, some rumours have been going around saying that Wingnut Wings has sadly closed down, which is a great shame. So I purchased a few more kits. I don't know whether you'll see this in the future or later on, but I definitely did. I went on a bit of a rampage and brought a few more kits from them. But yes, I have fully enjoyed this. I have had no problems apart from this seam at the back where I've had to sand it down multiple times. I don't think there's any bad word I can say about this aircraft or this kit in general. The only thing I say, it is very flimsy, guys. And what I have to say, the last thing that did break was when I was putting the prop on. The landing gear on the bottom here snapped off. So I had to glue that back in with some rapid glue, some quick setting strong glue as well. And that stuck down, not a problem. That's all done and dusted now. Yeah, the struts, now I have to say, I would recommend using the box as a jig, right? I did not realise, well I did realise, but I just too stubborn to use it. But I did it that way. I didn't do it that way, sorry. Let's think about that. Didn't do it that way, and I found it really hard to get all in line and done. So after a while, I used the box as a jig. Finally, after all these bloody months having to think about it, and used the box as a jig and glued it all down properly, and it's stuck. It is stuck firmly. That's not going anywhere. And with the rigging, it does make the strength much more better. So, that's right, my phone's going off. But yeah, that is the Wingnut Wings RE8 done. It's so big you can't even fit it within the frame. That is at full length. The only way I can do it is if I pick it up to this height and you can see it fully. You'll probably see my toes in a minute, but there we go. But yeah, that is all done and dusted. Put you back down, guys. Right, so there's nothing much more really to say. Other than a great big thank you if you stayed along and endured this long project. I'm sorry if I've skipped a few bits out. It's just that with what's going on in the world, if you're not wondering, this was recorded back at the end of April. With what's going on in the world, as you know, and obviously I'm back at work now. It's just, yeah, I'm tired now, let alone anything else, and I'm, doing less hours, but more tired. I don't understand that. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy modelling. Take care, and you'll have some nice photographs next coming up. Alright, see you on the next one. Please take care. Happy modelling. I shall see you all in the next one. And with that, I say cheers and goodbye for now.